Welcome back to the channel. The United States of America quarter dollar from 1994 is an important piece of modern American coinage, representing the final years of the traditional Washington quarter design before the state quarter program began. Minted during a decade of economic expansion and technological growth, the 1994 quarter stands as a symbol of stability, tradition, and national identity in U.S. currency history. On the obverse of the 1994 quarter, viewers will find the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932. This portrait has remained a constant on U.S. quarters for many decades, symbolizing strength, leadership, and the founding ideals of the United States. The inscriptions, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date, 1994, surround Washington's image, balancing the design beautifully. The reverse of the coin continues the iconic eagle motif, a design that had been used on U.S. quarters from 1932 to 1998, the bald eagle, wings spread wide and perched on a bundle of arrows, represents America's readiness to defend freedom. Beneath the arrows rests an olive branch, a symbol of peace and diplomacy. This patriotic imagery reflects the core values that shape the nation. The inscriptions, "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "Quarter Dollar," complete the reverse design. The 1994 quarter is composed of copper nickel clad, making it durable for everyday use. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and features the traditional reeded edge. These specifications remained consistent across the series, ensuring reliability in circulation and compatibility with machines. Collectors appreciate the 1994 quarter as part of the final chapter of the pre-state quarter era, although it is common in circulated condition. Higher mint state grades such as MS-65, MS-66, and above can be more difficult to find, especially for coins struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The San Francisco proof version is also popular among collectors for its sharp details and polished finish. Error varieties from this year add another layer of interest. Some 1994 quarters exhibit off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak strikes, conditions that can make a coin more valuable to collectors. These minting anomalies provide unique characteristics that distinguish one coin from another, whether found in pocket change or preserved in a collection. The 1994 quarter serves as a reminder of America's rich numismatic history. It represents a stable era before the dramatic transformation of U.S. quarters into state-themed designs. For hobbyists, collectors, and viewers of this video, the 1994 quarter offers both historical appreciation and collectible potential. If you enjoy learning about world coins, rare finds, and historical currencies, this channel brings you regular, detailed explanations and collector tips. Make sure to like, comment. The 1994 quarter also reflects the technological realities of minting. During the early 1990s, while minting machines were faster and more efficient than in earlier decades, small imperfections still occurred, giving collectors a chance to find minor but fascinating mint errors. These details remind us that even modern coins hold surprises for people who examine them closely. Many collectors appreciate the 1994 quarter because it bridges the gap between the traditional era of the Washington quarter and the modern era of collectible state and national park designs. For younger collectors, this coin represents the style of U.S. quarters before the artistic explosion that began in 1999. For older hobbyists, it brings back memories of a simpler time when the eagle reverse was the standard design. This quarter also had a significant mintage, meaning millions of pieces entered circulation across the United States. Because of this wide distribution, the 1994 quarter was found in everyday transactions for decades. From small purchases to vending machines, it became a familiar coin in the pockets of nearly every American during the 1990s. Even though the 1994 quarter is common, its condition remains highly important to collectors. Circulated examples typically show wear on Washington's hair, the eagle's wings, and the edges of the inscriptions. Uncirculated examples, however, display a bright, clean surface with crisp details that make the design truly stand out. For collectors searching through rolls or bags of circulated quarters, the 1994 coin offers an enjoyable challenge. While most examples show signs of circulation, finding one with minimal wear can be a rewarding experience. Roll hunters especially appreciate detecting sharp examples that have survived decades with little damage. One of the interesting features of the 1994 quarter is how environmental conditions affect its appearance. Coins exposed to moisture or certain surfaces may develop toned colors, subtle blues, golds, or purples, creating a unique visual effect that makes some pieces highly desirable to toning enthusiasts. The coin also reflects an era when cash-based transactions were still dominant in daily life. Unlike today's digital age, the 1990s relied heavily on coins and paper money, meaning the 1994 quarter played a larger role in commerce than quarters minted in more recent years. Collectors often enjoy comparing the Philadelphia P and Denver D mint versions of the 1994 quarter. Although both are common, the sharpness of the strike and surface quality can differ, giving collectors a chance to examine the subtle differences between mint facilities. Proof versions of the 1994 quarter, minted at the San Francisco Mint, offer an even higher level of detail and visual appeal. These coins feature mirror-like fields, frosted designs, and pinpoint sharpness, making them favorite additions to proof sets and collector displays. The eagle design on the reverse remains one of the 1994 quarter. Also marks a period when the U.S. Mint was refining its quality control processes, making the coins more consistent while still leaving room for slight imperfections. These tiny variations, sometimes only visible under magnification, add depth and excitement for collectors who love spotting micro details that set one coin apart from another. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is the way it traveled across the country through countless transactions. A single 1994 quarter may have passed through hundreds of hands, vending machines, cash registers, and savings jars, silently witnessing everyday financial activity during a rapidly changing era. Each coin carries an invisible history shaped by the lives of the people who used it. In addition, the 1994 quarter serves as a snapshot of American artistry in coinage before the major redesign phase of 1999. It preserves a traditional aesthetic that many collectors still prefer, one that emphasizes national symbols, classical engraving techniques, and historical continuity. For some, this is what makes the Washington quarter truly timeless. Many hobbyists enjoy observing the aging patterns on circulated 1994 quarters. Some develop smooth edges and worn surfaces from decades of use, while others retain a surprising amount of detail even after a long life in circulation. These variations make the process of collecting 1994 quarters a unique experience filled with surprises. This coin also reflects a transitional period for materials and production methods. While the copper-nickel-clad composition remained the same as previous years, improvements in manufacturing meant better durability and longer-lasting surfaces. This ensured that many 1994 quarters survived in relatively strong condition despite years of use. Collectors often point out the charm of finding a naturally toned 1994 quarter. Exposure to air, humidity, temperature changes, and storage environments can produce beautiful color transformations. Some coins display soft rainbow hues, golden shades, or rich blues, toning that enhances the coin's personality and appeal. The psychology of coin collecting. also plays a role in why coins like the 1994 quarter remain popular. For many collectors, assembling a timeline of quarters from the 1960s through the 1990s gives them a tangible connection between past and present. And the 1994 issue is an essential link in that chain. Young collectors who grew up in the 1990s often treasure this coin because it appears in their childhood memories. People may remember buying snacks, saving change, or trading coins at school, making the 1994 quarter a nostalgic reminder of simpler days. From an economic standpoint, the high mintage of the 1994 quarter demonstrates the strength of the U.S. economy. During that period, it reflects a time when coin circulation was heavy, cash use was widespread, and the mint was producing billions of coins annually to keep up with demand. Collectors focusing on